Hello everyone, Romolomi here. I'm just gonna quickly go over Goku and Vegeta's passives. The numbers will be later on in the video. Am I gonna do like a DPS test? Fuck no, hell no, absolutely not. Early in the clip or earlier in the video, it should be like the little me getting the familiar. I'm very disappointed in this unit. That's what the rant is gonna be for. Because I'm not making a separate video for the rant. So y'all can just like skip. Actually, I'm gonna put a timestamp on where the rant starts in case you just want to skip to that. But I'm just gonna let Vegeta build up because there's no point in using Goku anymore. What else? Yeah, I'm actually because this unit is old, I'm gonna put their passes up. So this is Goku. Oh no, this is Vegeta, right? Yeah, this is Vegeta. This is Goku. This is VEGITO, and then this is just a picture of like a flash frame of the familiar. So wait, is he already done? Oh shit, I know Vegeta was like that. She so he should be done now. Seems like it. Alright, this is bro, I love the voice line so much, bro. Anyway, yeah, this is the numbers. Da 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 da. Alright. Let me do my little emote. Alright, now we moving on to the rant.
Okay, let me fully go over why. This shit is just trash, okay? The entire familiar design, it makes no sense. First of all, let's just go over the nitpicks. Clearly, this familiar is a reference to when Goku went Super Saiyan 3, so why is it out of order? Be serious, okay? Let's be for real, alright? Next, let's go over passive by passive, alright? This unit loses its swap meter, and any on-entry effects now apply on attack. Personally, when this unit first came out, I really enjoyed the fact that you were constantly swapping, applying different effects, and doing different stuff. That was the part I really enjoyed the most. I really, really enjoyed that shit the most, okay? The reason why I did was because each unit had different stuff to do. Vegeta slows and builds up, okay? Goku, he stuns and builds up by not attacking. If you guys know Judar from Anime Expeditions, if AV had a non-unit priority, it would be really good for Goku. Because you would be able to build this up after 100 seconds, right? You would be able to do that. And with VEGITO, or actually no, let's not get to the VEGITO part. And like I said, the reason why I really enjoyed like being able to swap between units is because each unit had value outside of the passive. If you wanted to use the Spirit Bomb, you had to be using the Goku side. If you wanted to fuse, you had to be in the Vegeta side. This was a clear reference to Dokkan's LR TEQ Super VEGITO. I'll put an image up on screen for those that don't know. The unit, I'll probably be using their OST throughout the video also, right? So it's very clear that this is the reference that they were going for when using this unit. Okay, he's fully built up. All right. Now, right? If we go over, let me turn this off. Also, if you guys really wanted to see like fully maxed out, these are the numbers with both Goku and Vegeta here. Or no, Turles and Gogeta. Right? So anyway, this unit has a lot of stuff going for him. Okay? The familiar doesn't really help that much. The reason being is because the typings that VEGITO gains, they don't help him. They actually don't really help him all that much. This is also why, I haven't really said this before in any of my rant videos, but they don't like designing units around their typings. And because of that, it also makes it so that the stage mechanics don't actually matter all too much either. Let me elaborate more on that. VEGITO is Holy, Blast, or I call this Blast, Holy, Water, and Blast. This is technically the first triple element unit in the game. This is technically the first one. Because yes, with Sanji, you can put a third element on units, but it requires another unit. This is all him by himself, right? Not only are all of these typings just by themselves bad typings, but because he gains these typings through the familiar, it doesn't help out Yuta, and it doesn't help out Ainz, and it also doesn't affect their numbers, in actual stages that are typing restricted. It doesn't do anything. If you guys, for those that are listening, if you played during update 8, that was the Berserk update. Before Elemental Towers, we had Elemental Confluence. That's what we had. In that stage, right, it was the same concept, right? In that stage, if you were in the water trial, because that's what they called them by then, they weren't towers, they were called trials, you couldn't even swap to the Vegeta side of the unit because of the fact that Vegeta was Blast. He wasn't water. And even though Vegeta was Blast, because Goku was water on placement, you couldn't use Goku in the Blast trial. And of course, the same thing applies for the Holy trial. So in my opinion, or not even in my opinion, I feel like what they should have, well, I guess I'm about to say my opinion, but them gaining these typings don't matter. Especially like, for the reason why they don't matter is because the buffs don't really matter all too much. The Blast buff is good because it's 80%, and you know, for the Blast units that we do have, it's effective. But Holy, actually, it does nothing. Because most of the Holy units we have in the game, they're limited. And if they're not limited, they're old Battle Pass units that aren't effective. Let me go over the list of Holy units that are actually available. We have Gear 5 Luffy, Maharaga, Pain, Jotaro, the Battle Pass units, Saber, and Cha-In. The actual good ones are Gear 5 Luffy, Maharaga, and Star Platinum. Those are the only ones that are actually good at dealing damage or whatever niche scenario that they have. And let's say you had access to all the Holy units the way I do. Kurumi got gutted. Pain is a support unit. Urza's damage is old. Dio is a utility unit. Jin Mori is waiting on his familiar. Ragna will never get a familiar based off of how he works. He's never getting it. Preacher, the Battle Pass unit. He's fun. He seems fun, but I know for a fact he's not good. Shiro died on release. Priestess is a support unit. Reimu can't even equip a Memoria, mind you. Jean Day Arc, I don't think she's ever making a return. And we all know how Gilgamesh's familiar is. And if Dio makes, I don't even know if Diego's gonna make a return. Ishtar is unattainable. And she's old. She came out, what, update 2? Oh yeah, she came out update 2. Saber came out update 2. And I don't know if she's getting a familiar. And I don't even know if Chinese gonna get a familiar when Sung Ji-woo gets his dick sucked next update. Probably, most likely. I know, actually, I'm jagging. There's no way she doesn't get one next update. There's no way Cha-In doesn't get a Vanguard familiar when Sung Ji-woo gets his Transcendent Rarity. There's no fucking way. So anyway. So those are the Holy units that are getting 60% damage. And even then, 60% is nothing compared to what units are giving out nowadays. I swear the Blue Persona character... No, hold on. Let me actually look this shit up. Because he's the best support unit in the game. So let me see what he gives. Because I don't have him evolved yet. So let me peep something real quick. I found it. I just found out his real name. It is Makoto. The Lunar Cycle. Whenever this unit or a demon controller ally uses an active ability, gain 1 stack for 30 seconds. And per stack, all allies get 10% damage. Makoto is giving 80% to all allies. And you're telling me this 60% for Holy units actually is supposed to mean something? Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no, hell no, absolutely not. You're out of your goddamn mind, Kaisef. You're out of your goddamn mind. If you think 60% to the most restricted and limited element in the game is supposed to mean something. Fuck no. You're tripping. You tripping out your mind right now, bro. You tripping out your mind. Tripping. Okay? I don't even know if I mentioned this already. But if I did, I'm going to repeat myself just to truly have you guys understand why this is so dumb. VEGITO gaining these typings don't matter. Actually, no, I did mention this already. Okay, so yeah, like I said, him gaining these typings don't matter. And him buffing these typings don't matter also. It deadass doesn't. So that's why it's just like, for me, not only did they remove the fun aspect of being able to constantly swap, but now there's actually no reason to use the Goku side at all. There's no reason. Oh, so these are the numbers after. I'm pretty sure you guys been seeing it. Okay, yeah, you guys already saw these numbers for after the 40 seconds. But if I sell this Vegito, let me sell Vegito real quick. You know I like my perfect placements. So okay, literally as soon as the match starts, you place Goku down, swap out to Vegeta, you put Vegeta down, and you never go back into Goku. You never go back. And if this is supposed to be some sort of reference to how you use LR TEQ Super Vegito, I still don't even like that. Because in Dokkan, there's different stages, right? To where your units are in different situations. the Festival of Battles, you're stacking on both sides. But in this game, Goku doesn't stack. Only Vegeta does. So literally, there's no point in even... I truly just don't understand why they removed the swap meter. Because after 4 attacks from Goku, you were going to get that shit in. And the yellow Persona guy, I forgot his name. Hold on, I gotta find him. I gotta find him. Because he gives 2% meter per second. He gives 2% meter. 2%. Let me find him. Give me 1 second. Alright, I found it. His name is Yu Narukami. I'm reading it right now. Let me see this shit. Okay, yes. Units in range regenerate 2% of their meters per second. Are we serious? So you're telling me not only did you remove the swap meter, not only did you drop Turles with his Memoria to give 60% refunded, but you also add Yu Narukami, who gives 2% meter per second. 2% meter per second. And you're really going to sit here and tell me that removing the swap meter somehow makes sense? What the fuck are we talking about? Like, genuinely speaking, I don't know why they did what they did. I truly don't. None of it makes sense. They dropped all these units before this familiar to buff VEGITO, and then when VEGITO comes out, he doesn't need, like, they removed, okay, yes, they removed the problems, but the problems were already fixed through other units, and now they want to tell us more help is coming. No, he doesn't need any more help mechanically, he just needed more numbers. And for a unit that came out, actually, no, fuck all that. I just want y'all to understand. This is the same problem I had with Gojo's familiar. The first Gojo's, I said familiar, Memoria. How they gave him only what, like, I think it was like 5, no, how much was it? Yes, they only gave Gojo's Memoria 300% damage. It's the same thing that applies here. 3,000% is not good enough. It actually makes no sense for him to have 3,000% damage when Dante, I just want you to remember, Dante and VEGITO came out in the same fucking update. They came out in the same fucking update. And Dante got 8,000% damage. 8,000% damage is how much Dante got. But VEGITO gets 3,000 and he already has more help when being released. What the actual fuck are we doing? This is the shit I be talking about. I genuinely feel like the testers don't test the actual game. It's just another name for early access. Because what the fuck are y'all testing? What the fuck are y'all testing? What the fuck are y'all testing? I'm done with this unit. When the help comes, I'm gonna check it out. I may make a video on it. But honestly, I might not. So it is what it is. I don't care anymore about this unit. For now, at least. That's the end of the video. If you want to see more content like this, like and subscribe. Before I leave, I'm gonna let Gogeta and VEGITO talk to each other. Because this shit's tough. Look at this shit. Oh my god, this shit's so tough. This shit's so tough. Okay, that's it. But I'm done though. This shit is dumb. This shit is so fucking dumb. I hate this shit with a passion.